Learn how to estimate square roots. We're going to take square roots like the square root of 44, and we're going to estimate what the answer is. Okay? We know what the square root of 49 is. What is it? 7. And we know what the square root of 36 is, don't we? 6. So we know the square root of 44 is somewhere in between 6 and 7. So today I'm going to teach you how to estimate the square. First thing you need to know is, what is a perfect square? Okay? A perfect square is a number that when you take the square root of it, you get a whole number. Okay? So what's the square root of 9? 3. So 9 is a
perfect square.
Okay? Perfect square. What's the square root of 16?
4.
So 16 is a
Perfect
square because when you take the square root of it, you get 4. Okay? Let me ask you this. Is the square root of 10 a perfect square?
No.
No, because the answer is going to have a decimal in it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay? So, first definition you learned was perfect square. A perfect square is a number that when you take the square root of it, it gives you a whole answer. 49. And the way I found that was 6 plus 1 is 7. And the square root of what is 7? 49. Now, every number in between 36 and 49, the square root of it is going to be in between 6 and 7. Okay? So the square root of 38, it's real close to 36, isn't it? So it's going to be about 6.1 or 2. We'll say 6.1. Okay? Because it's really close. Okay? The square root of 47, what do you think that'll be?
About 6.6.
I think it'll be about 6.9 because it's really close. Okay? Now, what do you think the square root will give you 6.5? The square root of what will give you 6.5?
42.
Well, the middle of 36 and 49, right? Because 6.5 is right in the middle of 6 and 7, isn't it? So the way we find the middle of 36 and 49 is to add them up. 49 and 36 is 85. 85 divided by 2 is 42.5. So what's the square root of 42.5? It's 6.5. Okay? So the middle of 6 and 7 is 6.5, and the middle of 36 and 49 is 42.5. So the square root of 42.5 is 6.5. Now, on every problem we're going to do today, we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay? I'm going to give you a problem like 44, square root of 44. And you're going to say, first your question is, here's your question. Okay? I want you to write it down, square root of 44. And then you're going to say to yourself this on every problem. What's a perfect square below 44? Oh, 20. So what's the square root of 22?
36.
It doesn't have a perfect square, does it? Listen to my question. What is a perfect square below 44? 36. So what's the square root of 36? 6. Now, the second question you ask yourself makes sense. If I ask below, I got to also ask above. What's the perfect square above 44?
49.
Square root of 49 is 7. So we know our answer for square root of 44 is going to be in between 6 and 7. So now you got to investigate. How far is 44 from 36? 8. Okay, 36 plus 8 is 44. How far is 44 from 49? 5. So you know that your answer is going to be closer to what? 7, because 44 is closer to 49. So can 6.5 be your answer? No, because 44 is not right in the middle, is it? It's closer to 49. So it's going to be somewhere in between 6.5 and 7. So your choices are 6.6, 6.7, 6.8, 6.9, or 7. Well, we know it's not 7 because the square root of 49 is 7. Now we know it's not 6.5. We know it's not 6.5 or 7. Okay? And we know it's not 6.6 because that would be too close to the middle, wouldn't it? And we know it's not 6.9 because that would be too close to the end, wouldn't it? So these are the two choices that I would count right. The square root of 44, I would give you either 6.7 or 6.8. On your test, when I ask you, you have to have one of those two. So let's review how we worked this problem. We took the problem we had, and it said estimate, find the best integer for square root of 44. We found a perfect square below it. We found a perfect square above it. And then we said, okay, we know it's somewhere in between 6 and 7. We knew it wasn't in the middle because this number isn't in the middle. And so we just eliminated until we found out the square root of 44 was 6.7 or 6.8. Now on your test, don't write both. Write one or the other. Alright, so the next example we're going to have is the square root of 10. So I'm going to write it out here, square root of 10. Now, the first question you ask yourself is?
What's the lowest?
No, not what's the lowest. What's the next perfect square? So you're going to have square root of 9, which is? 3. And what's the one bigger?
No.
16.
Square root of 16, which is? 4. So our answer is going to be between
3 and 4.
3 and
4.
Now, could the answer be 3.5?
No.
Why not?
Because 10 is not 9.
That's correct, because square root of 10 is not in between 9 and 16. And 3.5 is. So what's it going to be closer to, 3 or 4?
4.
So you tell me 10 is closer to 16 than it is to 9? No. 10 on this problem is closer to 9, so our answer will be closer to 3. So I'm going to put a line down here. We know the answer is not 3 or 3.5, is it? So what are our choices? List my choices. Okay, one at Terrence, listen. 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and 3.4. Now, you have to say to yourself, it's not 3 because the square root of 9 is, so the square root of 10 can't be 3 also. And it's not 3.5 because 10 isn't in the middle of 9 and 16. So here's your 4 choices. These 4 choices are all the numbers in between 3 and 3.5. Could it be 3.1? Yeah, good, because 10 is really close to 9. Okay? Let me ask you this, could it be 3.4?
No.
No, because it's too close to the middle. Could it be 3.3? No. So what are your 2 choices here? Now, on your test, if you were to answer 3.1, and that was your answer, I'd count it right. Or if you'd answer 3.2, I'd count it right. Don't put 2 answers though, okay? You answer one or the other. Do you understand? Okay, so today you learned how to estimate square roots, okay, of numbers that were not perfect. We knew square root of 16 is 4. We know square root of 25 is 5. But you learned how to find the square root of everything in the middle. Square root of 17, square root of 18. Okay? Just estimating. Your answer is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exactly what a calculator would give.